everyone, I'm Malia from Earn Spend Live, and today we're talking about rookie travel mistakes. I love travel. I've had quick trips, longer trips, road trips, I've traveled abroad, and all of that is just another way of saying that I've made a ton of travel mistakes. And I'm going to share those with you so you can avoid making the same mistakes. Mistake number one, overpacking. Overpacking is a problem for a couple of reasons. One, if you pack too much stuff, you can't bring stuff back. And who doesn't want to bring souvenirs home with them? For example, when I went to Spain, I had a huge suitcase. I probably packed maybe a third of it with clothes and things to take with me. And then on the way back, it was full. It was so full, I had to weigh it to make sure that I could take it on the plane without having to pay extra baggage fees, because I brought home Spanish wine, I brought home olive oil, I brought home clothes, I brought home all kinds of things, and I was only able to do that because I had left my suitcase effectively empty. I brought the bare necessities and that was it. Also worth calling out, like I mentioned, if you pack too much, you can get hit with an overweight baggage fee, which you're probably already paying to check your luggage, so you don't want to pay more for your luggage. Mistake number two, wearing cheap shoes. If you're from somewhere where you don't have to walk a lot, you might just think you can wear your cute flats or your Toms or your Keds and just walk everywhere you need to walk, but you really can't. Often you're taking public transportation or you're walking to see the sights. You can't see those from a car. So you're gonna be walking a lot, and cheap shoes can ruin your trip. One time I went to Boston and I literally had to go to a store and buy better shoes because the ones I had were causing me so much pain. It's not worth it. Also in this category, uncomfortable clothes or just something that's not the right fit for the trip you're taking. If you're only wearing super thick sweaters but it's 100 degrees, you're gonna have to go buy a t-shirt. So just plan ahead. Make sure that you're wearing clothes that are good for traveling. Speaking of planning ahead, mistake number three is not telling your bank that you're going to be traveling. Identity theft and fraud are kind of a big deal, so when your bank sees someone from New York making a charge on your card, but they know that you live in Texas, they're gonna go ahead and just freeze the account to protect you and them. If they've done this, you can clear things up by calling your bank, but if it's a Saturday or maybe you're somewhere where your phone doesn't work, like abroad, then it's gonna be a little harder to clear things up. The easiest thing to do is just give them a call the week before you go and let them know you're gonna be outside your normal stomping grounds, and they can go ahead and make sure that your card works the entire time and you have access to your money. Nothing is really worse than being in an emergency situation and not being able to access any of your funds. Mistake number four is booking for the wrong dates, the wrong time, the wrong destination. Any mistake that you make in booking is going to end up costing you money. Even if you think you have everything right, triple check. If you think you need to triple check, quadruple check. Typically, things like changing a reservation, especially on a flight, can mean that you will end up paying hundreds of dollars in fees and maybe an increased airfare, and that's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, you show up and you think you have a flight or you think you have a hotel room and you don't, and that leaves you scrambling to try to make arrangements at the very last minute, wasting your vacation time, and again, money. Mistake number five pretty much only applies if you're traveling abroad, but it's exchanging currency at the airport. Everything is more expensive at the airport. Your snacks are more expensive, your ATMs are more expensive, everything. That includes currency exchange. The exchange rate itself is probably going to be about the same, but they might add on extra fees or who knows. To prevent having to last minute grab cash at the airport, you can work with your local bank if they can get you foreign currency before you even go, or you can just use your card to get by, especially if you don't have foreign transaction fees. But you can just use your card to get by until you can go to a bank there. A bank probably isn't going to charge you that much because they're a bank. Their job is to make sure that you get money and they get money, and it's a win-win. Mistake number six, and this is one I'm very passionate about, is staying on the beaten and honestly really touristy path. If you only go to a city and see the tourist sites and the tourist destinations, you're gonna miss out on the true heart of that place. You're gonna miss out on a ton of adventure and you're gonna miss out on a lot of fun. So when I travel, I like to mix things up. The touristy destinations are great, and typically they're really worth seeing. In New York City, for example, you should absolutely go see the Statue of Liberty. Oh my gosh, it was breathtaking. But you should also go see a local shop where someone might be doing something really cool, or go see a play or some sort of art show. And if you really want to find out what the locals are up to, if you're staying at a hotel or even better, a hostel, go find someone at the front desk, say, hey, what do you do for fun around here? I would love to go. When I was in New York, people recommended different comedy clubs or different places to eat or shop. And it was really so much more interesting than just going to see Central Park and walking around. Personal pro tip, if you're in New York City and you really want to get people talking, ask where you can find the best bagel. You will be sent all over the city and you will eat better bagels than you've ever eaten in your life. Hopefully my mistakes can help you as you travel. Mistake number 1, overpacking. 2, wearing cheap shoes. 3, not telling your bank you're traveling. 4, booking for the wrong time, date, location. 5, exchanging currency at the airport. And 6, staying on the beaten and touristy path. If you liked this video, if you think it'll help you, if you're planning a vacation, subscribe, comment below, and like our channel. For more travel tips, visit earnspendlive.com.